After the player gains 6 stars in any 3D universe game, the army will begin to chase the player. On the ground, 2 military vehicles are used against the player, the Barracks OL, which is used for pursuit and roadblocks, and the Rhino tank for pursuit. The soldiers themselves are always armed with carbine rifles. Because of the limited number of soldiers seen in roadblocks, they are not as lethal as the SWAT or the FBI. The military seen in the 3D universe are apparently members of the United States National Guard. The United States Navy makes a brief appearance in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where they occupy a naval base in San Fierro, and the United States Air Force itself makes an appearance in the mission NOE. A recruitment commercial for the military also appears on the radio in the game. In Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, the military are deployed to survey Fort Staunton after its destruction. If the player approaches any of them, they will immediately open fire. The Rhino tank will spawn underneath the overpass going above the end of Grove Street after 100% completion is achieved in GTA San Andreas. San Fierro is the second largest city in population and smallest in area in San Andreas. San Fierro has a majority Asian population and is very diverse. It is the most urbanized city and is situated on a peninsula on the western part of the state. South of the city lies the massive Mount Kiliad, based on Mount Diablo. The name derives from the motto for the city of San Francisco, Oro en Paz, Fierro en Guerra, Spanish for golden peace, iron and war. The city bears visible scars of an earthquake, a likely reference to the Loma Prieta earthquake of 1989. The most obvious sign of the intense damage is the crumbled section of freeway lying to the immediate west of Garver Bridge's San Fierro approach, which is an apparent emulation of the damage done to San Francisco's Embarcadero Freeway. Because San Fierro is meant to emulate San Francisco, many of its districts are reimaginings of real neighborhoods in San Francisco. San Fierro has 2 pro sports teams, a football team, the San Fierro 69ers, based on the San Francisco 49ers, and a baseball team, the San Fierro Packers, based on the San Francisco Giants. Area 69 is a highly protected and top-secret government research facility in the heart of Bone County, San Andreas, depicted in GTA San Andreas. Area 69 possesses a large underground complex, which has 3 access points from outside. The underground area features a large number of accessible rooms, including a large launch bay where the jetpack project is located, laboratories, storage areas, control rooms and more areas. A few other rooms can be seen from the accessible parts. The base is a spoof of Area 51 in southern Nevada, but named after the 69 sexual position. The in-game base differs greatly from Area 51, evidenced by the lack of a large runway, smaller overall size, and different layout. There are what appear to be nuclear warheads in the minigun room, which would explain the presence of the launch bay. Outside of the Mission Black project, the interior facility is actually uninhabited. It is only automatically inhabited during the mission. The jetpack is the most rapid means of infiltrating the base, but at the cost of being attacked by SAM sites, even at ground level, as the game considers the jetpack to be an aircraft. Lance Wilson, more commonly known as Ryder, is a drug user, something known by both Sweet and Carl, and he can usually be seen with or searching for his water, which is in fact PCP mixed with cannabis. Ryder was expelled from high school for assaulting a teacher who was wearing ballast colors. Although Ryder claims he was too intelligent for school, Ryder has been a drug dealer since the age of 10. He also has delusions of grandeur and a possible Napoleon complex stemming from his short stature. Despite turning on his own gang and CJ in the whole series of events, including the deadly hunt on him by CJ, Ryder never shows any attempt to kill or harm CJ, even when the latter finally kills him in the Mission Pierce 69. Ryder is voiced by MC8, a rapper from the rap group CMW. He has appeared in films such as Menace to Society and can be heard on the in-game radio station Radio Los Santos with the song That Took Me Under. Ryder's appearance is similar to that of the late rapper Eazy-E, founder of the iconic rap group NWA. Despite being the subject of various comments about his height, Ryder is actually taller than Carl and Caesar, who refers to Ryder as a midget. Wrong Side of the Tracks is a mission in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas given to Carl Johnson by Big Smoke. If the player fails the mission by losing the train, Big Smoke will shout, "All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ." Due to the difficulty of the mission, leading to many players failing it multiple times, this line became very famous among fans of the Grand Theft Auto series to the point of becoming an internet meme. It is possible to use Big Smoke's Glendale to chase the Vagos, however this is not recommended as the Glendale can barely handle off-road well as the Sanchez, and it is too big and it could be prone to being hit by a train if in a wrong area. This is one of the first missions to take Carl out of Los Santos and into Red County. If the player abandons the Sanchez after killing the Vagos, it will still appear in the mission's final cutscene. The Vagos in this mission are more durable than normal, as they take nearly 4 times the shots taken normally. This mission is referenced in the gold medal objectives for the Grand Theft Auto 5 mission Derailed, where the player has to follow a train on a dirt bike. If they manage to land on top of the train on their first attempt, they will achieve the better than CJ objective. Mark Wayne, better known as B-Dup, is a character in the Grand Theft Auto series who appears as a supporting character and a minor antagonist in San Andreas. The game provided the voice of B-Dup. B-Dup used to be a loyal member to the Grove Street families but began to move away from the gang and into dealing drugs. B-Dup is also heard on West Coast Talk Radio, saying the problem in the hood is that there isn't enough drugs in the hood. Carl Johnson and Ryder attempt to recruit B-Dup during the mission cleaning the hood to kill some Ballas drug dealers. B-Dup declines their offer as the Ballas are responsible for bringing the drugs into the city, which he does not want to fight against, and is more concerned with making profit by selling them. His outfit resembles that worn by the members of NWA in the early 90s. His jacket is a chore coat and is purchasable in Victim for $320. B-Dup works for Big Smoke, as he refers to him as the boss during the mission Beat Down on B-Dup. It is likely that Big Smoke supplies him with drugs. Samuel L. Jackson provided the voice for Frank Tenpenny, a central character and the main antagonist in GTA San Andreas. Frank Tenpenny is a corrupt police officer, and is depicted as a very violent, sadistic, callous, manipulative, and impulsive man. While Tenpenny claims that he supported every gang in the town that took the trash out by having them killing each other, he is actually sided with the drug-dealing Vagos in Ballas to weaken both Aztecas and GSF in order to gain more power and respect from them instead of preventing them from committing more crimes and gain the drug money for his own use. In an article on PC World, Tenpenny was voted as number 35 of the top 47 most diabolical video game villains of all time. In Game Informer, Tenpenny was voted number 2 best villain. Tenpenny could be based on a real corrupt LAPD officer, Rafael Perez, who was the center of attention of the Rampart scandal. Tenpenny shares the same first name with Lieutenant Frank Drebin, the clumsy protagonist of the 1982 TV series Police Squad. His junior officer is also named Ed, which shares first names with Drebin's boss, Captain Ed Hawken. OG Loc is a character in the Grand Theft Auto series who appears as a main character, and later a minor antagonist in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Jonathan Anderson provided his voice. His name also reappears on the Vinewood Walk of Fame. Jeffrey grew up on Grove Street, where he became friends with several members of the Grove Street families, including Sweet Johnson and Big Smoke. Jeffrey lacked the physical capability to join the families, but was still enamored of the gangster lifestyle. Sweet advised him to leave the ghetto and attend college, but Jeffrey was set on becoming a rapper. When Mad Dog asks CJ on how does a fake, busta, phony like suck-ass Loc make it in the rap game, CJ replies that it's all about showmanship and dance routines, referring to the early 1990s trend of hip-hop by MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, and others. OG Loc is also a very mocking parody of Ja Rule. Both men are named Jeffrey, portray themselves alike, and Ja Rule was also accused of stealing rhymes and other style notes from frequent collaborator DMX. When listening to some radio shows featuring OG Loc, his voice is much deeper and doesn't break.